Well, a Knoxville renter without a place to stay tonight. A fire this morning taking their home and at the same time killing their dog and cat.
It's news we brought you on Good Morning Tennessee. The Knoxville Fire Department saying around 3:30 this morning crews were dispatched to an apartment on East Hill Avenue. Firefighters finding heavy smoke coming from a first floor apartment. KFD says the fire appears to have started around a clothes dryer.
Now we're told while searching the apartment, firefighters found a deceased dog and cat. However, no one else was injured. Keeping your family safe right now. WATE 6 on your side reporter Laura Holmes speaking with firefighters on ways to prevent a similar fire from happening in your laundry room.
Things that we do.
We met Paul Trumpor, a firefighter with the Knoxville Fire Department, inside this laundry room. It's a space where he says all families should have a smoke alarm.
In an area where you're not expected to have a fire, you're not expected to have any smoke, you really want fast warning.
There's also a habit many of us need to break.
Some clothes left on top, dryers and washing machines, they're not made to be storage spaces. It's just a bad practice to leave flammables on anything that can get hot.
Firefighters say it's best to have your washer and dryer installed by a professional.
This is a 120 volt grounded plug.
Making sure the plug and outlet are grounded and fit perfectly.
When you have a dryer, it doesn't matter if it's electric or gas. It's a Class C fire. What that means is it's got electrical energy in the appliance. You can't use water. If you use water on that, then you could get electrocuted.
To avoid your dryer catching on fire, Trumpor says clean the filter before and after every load of laundry, as well as the lint that may have gathered in the drum.
You have to change the lint out of your lint trap. If you don't, it pushes that lint back around the sides of the drum, the tumbler, and it can get back to where the heat is produced in the dryer. So whether it's gas fed or electric fed, it gets very hot back there.
Outside the home, firefighters say check the dryer vent at least 1 to 2 times a year because anything that stays in the hose is flammable.
You can see this is a metal ducted. Man, we like to see that, okay, because you're not having something that can catch that lint. But you notice, Todd, I just put my finger in there, I'm not pulling out any dust. That's good, okay? If it's packed full, you really need to get a long-handled vacuum cleaner hose and get it up in there and get all that stuff out of there.
Trumpor says house fires caused by dryers happen way too often.
It's just one of those, it frustrates me because it's one of those most preventable.
And it doesn't have to be that way.
You want to be safe all the time and think a step ahead of what can go wrong.
Always be home when you're drying your clothes because firefighters say you don't want to have one of your neighbors be the one to call 911. Reporting in Knoxville, Laura Holm, WATE 6 on your side.
All right, Laura, thank you so much.
And here's a stat that might surprise some of you at home. Between 2010 and 2014, fire departments all across the U.S. responded to nearly 16,000 house fires each year involving clothes dryers or washing machines. This is according to the National Fire Protection Association.
Yeah, the NFPA saying those fires killed an average of 13 people a year, caused more than 400 injuries, and cost $236 million in property damage.